There are people who come to know about Himtex for the first time. They are hearing it for the first time. So what do you want to tell that?
This is not the first time the event is happening.
Yeah.
This is the 9th edition, but Hyderabad to experience a machine tool and engineering exhibition. In that angle, yes, this is the first time.
What you can see in Indian manufacturing after 5 years?
So Indian manufacturing, graph is growing pretty heavily. That's what I would like to say.
So do you think automation will give more opportunities in coming future?
Of course, yes, new technology is coming inside. Automation and robotics is going to play a very important role.
Today we are with Mr. Vinod Shashidharan, Project Head of Himtex. Welcome sir, welcome to Veda TV.
Hello sir, welcome.
First of all, my question is, there are people who come to know about Himtex for the first time. They are hearing it for the first time. So what do you want to tell that?
I would like to say that this is not for the first time the event is happening.
Yeah.
This is the 9th edition, but the scale of the event is the first time for Hyderabad to experience a machine tool and engineering exhibition of this scale. So in that angle, yes, this is the first time, and probably a lot of people would be hearing this for the first time, as you had mentioned, is because it's now of late the manufacturing sector is picking up pretty fast in Hyderabad when compared to the other clusters like Chennai or Bangalore, Hosur or Pune or NCR regions. Having said that, in that aspect, there are a lot of manufacturing units in terms of aerospace, defense and other sectors are being set up in the region, and this event, the 9th edition, happening after 2 years, so it has given a sufficient space. So that might be the reason a lot of people are hearing about this event for the first time in this region at least. And I would request everyone to come and experience the show, because this has grown into one of the top 10 exhibitions in India in terms of the machine tools and engineering. And we are sure that we would be able to cater to the needs of everyone who are into the manufacturing cluster.
Yes sir. And you're saying this is a 9th edition, right? And how different it is going to be this time, sir? Comparing to the previous editions, how different it is going to be?
In terms of the difference that we are showcasing here at the 9th edition of Himtex, first thing is that we have brought in more number of OEM machine tool builders to an extent that almost all of the Indian-based machine tool builders have come on board. And apart from that, we are also including a sector on automation and robotics and digital factory sector into this. So along with the showcasing of the exhibits, we are also displaying a digital factory experience zone, wherein a complete an experience zone is being set up, like how a digital factory will be functioning. So that is being done along with the Automation Industry Association. They are executing it, and we along with them hope that that will reach out to a bigger audience, and the interest levels amongst the MSME units in the region would be pretty good.
Yes sir. And my question is, sir, there are so many engineers in India. They'll do their engineering, rather they'll become a graduate rather than becoming an engineer. So this exhibition like Himtex, how it will be helpful to the students, for upcoming engineers? What do you want to say about this?
See, for students, anyone who are looking up for a career in the manufacturing sector, so exhibitions normally plays a big role for them at this age to come and experience and understand what the industry needs are and what is industry standards are at the current scenario. Yes, there are so many engineers who are passing out every year, but most of them are being absorbed into the IT and ITES sector, whereas the manufacturing sector is being downplayed to an extent that good engineers who are good mechanical engineers and the core engineers are getting difficult to find. Exhibitions are a platform where at this age, if they could come and try to understand what the machineries are, what is the technology improvement that has been happening, it would be great for them, so that at some point of their career they would be actually working along with those machineries. And if at all they have any ideas and improvisation, if they could do to the existing setup, that would be great.
What type of exhibitors and the industrial professionals are going to participate in this edition?
Type of exhibitors, it has both bigger players and the MSME units who are catering to the various needs in terms of the manufacturing sector are displaying their products and services in Himtex. So this is one platform where the MSMEs get the same platform to share along with the major players, so that they are not left out. So that's it about.
Yes, sir. What type of networking or business partnership we can expect in Himtex?
That we need to see, because see, we have been taking all the required steps for making the B2B meetings here at Himtex. We are also in the verge of launching a app for the event, wherein every visitor could actually search for what the profile of the exhibitors are and prefix their meetings before they come, and then utilize their time during the show here by meeting those exhibitors one-on-one and get their business requirements done as easy as possible.
So, what type of technology will attract the most of the people in coming exhibition?
The whole thing is about different types of technologies that is being presently available in the market, and the future technologies which may not be presently available, but in the very near future it would be adopted inside the manufacturing industry. So the exhibit profile involves around both these sides. As we've been talking, Himtex, when we restarted it in 2022, from then onwards it was an annual show, and from 2024 we have made it as a biennial show, with the reason that the adoption and the innovation in the capital goods industry, it needs at least 2 years for the manufacturers to come up with some sort of new technology to be displayed on the exhibition showcase. So that's the reason it has been made as a biennial event, and the results are being shown on the floor. I'm sure that everyone will experience the difference between the last edition and the present edition that's going to hit the floor on 20th to 24th of August this year. They can visit and experience the difference in terms of the technical advancements that has been brought in.
After conducting all these events, what you can see in Indian manufacturing in coming up after 5 years?
So Indian manufacturing is presently in the graph is growing pretty heavily. That's what I would like to say. Earlier, the manufacturing intake was limited to a few sectors, like it could be automobile, it could be electronics, it could be foundries and all those stuff. But presently, with a lot of sectors, the manufacturing boost being given by the government, it is going to go up and up, not only for 5 years, at least for the next 2 decades. I don't see any dip in the manufacturing activities that is going to hit the Indian market. It's an opportunity for the youngsters to take up the challenge and become entrepreneurs on their own, to cater to the whole lot of requirements that's been coming up across the country, not only in the region, because now you could be coming across the news that semiconductor industries are coming in. Make in India is full-fledged. So that in terms of defense, in terms of drones, in terms of aerospace, so all these, along with the presently available existing manufacturing sectors, is going to help and increase the scope.
So, do you think automation will give more opportunities in coming future?
Of course, yes. Automation will be a very important sector that is going to be the future for the manufacturing sector, because, as I told, with the new technologies coming inside and the shop floors being automized for more and more precision in terms of manufacturing, automation and robotics is going to play a very important role.
And sir, what type of technology, the emerging technology, you are excited to see?
Emerging technologies in terms of the digital factory, that is what is more excited for me to watch out for this edition.
So what you want to say to the people who are still declining to come to Himtex, so how it is going to help them?
See, presently what I understand is that in all the other exhibitions, the same line, machine tool and engineering exhibition that is happening across India. The visitors show a lot of enthusiasm to visit the exhibition, and see, it might not be a immediate outcome, but their reason for visiting the show is for the academic interest and to know about what technologies are all about. Whereas here, comparatively, the interest levels are low. But I would request that this is not it has to be. Every individual who are interested in any entrepreneurship journey from here on or in the future or already associated with the manufacturing should take some time and come inside, whether it is of their immediate need or maybe in the future need. So these sort of platforms gives you a whole lot of experience and an opportunity to meet people who are the backbone of the manufacturing sector in India. Exhibiting, coming from across India, we have almost 300 plus exhibitors displaying their products and services this year.
Okay.
So that's it. It gives a platform for a lot of learning and a lot of things to carry back. So never miss this opportunity, because to visit any other exhibition of this scale, you have to travel at least 400, 500 kilometers. And when we are bringing something of this scale to Hyderabad, I'm sure that everyone should take this opportunity to make sure they don't miss out to visit the show.
Yes, sir. And one more thing, sir. There are people who are still working, and you might not have the proper time to visit the Himtex. They might having very few time. In that time, they have to come here. If you want to say certain time, it will be very helpful for them. What time it is that, sir?
See, our show is actually commencing on a Thursday, and it's a 5-day event which gets over on Monday. So we have placed the calendar in such a way that we have one Saturday, a Sunday, and even on Monday, wherein I believe some of the industrial clusters like GD Metla and other things have a weekly off on Monday. So, but having said that, my thought process is every factory owner or should make sure that they insist their shop floor employees from their maintenance department, procurement department to take their time, give them at least a half a day's time to go and visit the show, because it is not only for their individual interest, but for the organization's interest and the factory's interest. If they could take their time, even if it is on a working day, this is not going to go for waste for sure.
Yeah, what Himtex is going to do in the future, like in coming years?
It's a tricky question, I would say, because see, now we have reached a point wherein
just portray that what is the vision of the Himtex?
See, we would like to actually give it back to the industry in terms of how we are looking at an angle in how we could bring in more and more industries functioning in the region, because we being an exhibition organizer, we are always interested to grow the size of the event to the next level. And for that to happen, it is a cycle basically. The more industries come into the existence, the more exhibitors come inside for the exhibition to showcase their products, because the consumption level goes up accordingly. So now we have started thinking about how to bring in, or Himtex plays a role in bringing in more industries to the region, manufacturing industries to the region.
So what is the reason to choose Hyderabad this time?
We have always been doing in Hyderabad, so because it's being done by Himtex. Himtex is the own IP of Himtex. So we don't travel around the country to do any other events. We do it in Hyderabad. And the reason is, this part of the country, we don't have any other show, and the scope is too big. As you see, Telangana as a state, or even including Andhra Pradesh as a state, the basic infrastructure which is needed for any industry to survive is already there. It's only plug and play sort of final fine tuning is needed. And I'm sure that Himtex happening in Hyderabad is more important for this particular region.
Thanks for coming, sir. And say one word to the people should come to Himtex. Just one word.
It's my pleasure being on your channel to address to the viewers. And my appeal is that everyone should visit the show and make sure that all the efforts what we have put to bring in such a scale of an event to Hyderabad after 2 years, it should be equally appreciated and visited by all of this. And I'm sure that everyone who visits the show will take back a lot of academic upscaling, and maybe that could be of pretty much of use for them in the future. I would once again, on behalf of the management, my team, and everyone from Himtex, would like to invite all those who are into manufacturing sector to visit Himtex between 20th and 24th of August and make this the best possible event.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.